also feel like Derek Carr is completely underrated year in and year out. Is it just me, Key? I think you've been saying something similar as well.
Well, Shay, what happens is people don't like the Raiders. You got to remember, that's a polarizing team in general. So no matter what good comes out of there, it's like the Cowboys. It's going to still be bad. Mm-hmm. People are going to find a reason to feel a certain way. And it's all about the hype. It's all about the built-up machine. If you don't have the Shays behind you or the Keyshawns behind you pushing the narrative, then other people will set their own agendas to make you think that Carr is worse than what he is. All you got to do is look at the numbers. If you watch football and you pay attention, you know who's good and who's not based on watching the damn games. But what happens is people they follow the little tweets, the newspaper articles. They follow that stuff. And they go, oh, well, they said that the coach doesn't really like him. John Gruden's never said, ever since he's been there, he didn't like Carr. He never said that. So that was one of those things where people just automatically assume John didn't like Carr, so therefore Carr wasn't any good. So that narrative kept going. So no matter what he would do, he was always behind the 8 ball, Jay.
Well, I'll say this, Key. No Josh Jacobs yesterday.
Yeah, no problem.
Three offensive linemen out. Mm-hmm. Alex Leatherbound, like having that issue. Leatherwood. I always say Leatherbound. I don't know why. I think it's Leatherbound books.
Yeah.
It's like in my head. Like I have many Leatherbound books. Leatherwood being out, I think that's an issue for them moving forward. But look, that pass he had to Henry Ruggs was the pass of the day. And watching what he's been able to do, the precision in which he plays with, and the leadership abilities, Key. Like this is his team. You feel like it's Derek Carr's team, but also his ability to sustain, the sustainability of this high-level wins. They need to keep this going because, look, with the way he's playing, I mean, he is the MVP leading forward right now.
He's always been fire to me. I'm like you say, I don't get it, but
every year we're talking about like
I'm like I don't get it. Dude done threw for 4,000 yards in each season he's been with John Gruden. Prior to that, he was in the high 3,000s. I mean, it just, his interceptions are always hovering around 8, 9, 10. He's never like 13, 15, 20. I don't get it. I don't understand it.
Did it feel like, watching David Carr ascend and then, is it because of getting a new offensive coordinator in Pittsburgh for Matt Canada, right? Is that for Big Ben? Because I feel like his play was just subpar yesterday. It didn't feel the same. I'm watching two different quarterbacks on two different trajectories. That's what it felt like yesterday.
Well, I would say that Pittsburgh, in their situation in trying to run the football, establish the run with Najee, get the ball in his playmaker's hands, Ben is 75 years old. So he's just going to be able to just do enough. He's got to get more help from the defensive side of the ball for them to be able to win. They were in the game. It wasn't like they got run out of the building or anything like that. It just, they never took full control of the game, I would say, because the battling back and forth, what Derek Carr was able to do, putting them in positions and just continuing to make plays applies pressure to people like Ben.
Look, Kia said it multiple times here in a break, different places, like it is really hard to win in Pittsburgh. And the fact that the Raiders were on a short week, were able to go there and win speaks volumes. In terms of Derek Carr, and you brought up these numbers, I just want to point it out. Players with 4,000 passing yards and no more than 10 interceptions in each of the past 3 seasons. Here's the list. Aaron Rodgers and Derek Carr. That's the list. That's it. Like, he's an extremely capable, very good quarterback. Players with 4,000 passing yards and no more than 10 interceptions in each of the last 3 seasons. Aaron Rodgers, Derek Carr.
Say the 2 names again, though. Because that doesn't even...
Let me ask you guys about the question.
But look, have you guys... that doesn't even sound right?
I mean, that's the list.
Point. But it's the reality of it.
Exactly.
So you guys have been in the camp that Derek Carr is the elite of the elite quarterbacks in the National Football League? And how long – I'm curious, how long have you guys thought that way?
I've thought that since day one.
Like, with Aaron Rodgers and with Patrick Mahomes, like
when he
the
was
elite
drafted
of the elite.
Coming out of Fresno State, Jay, I felt good about him the entire time. 3 years in, he was an MVP candidate. He gets hurt at the end of the year. They go to Houston – I don't even know, Matt McClone or somebody was the quarterback then. They go to Houston and lose to a young Deshaun Watson in the playoffs. If Derek Carr was playing that game, they probably would have went to the damn Super Bowl, man.
But nobody was preaching this way about Derek Carr last year.
I mean,
that's just the team's record. Okay, the team's record has a lot to do with the way people feel about him, the team that he's on, the coach that's coaching him. When you look up and the defense is giving up all the goods, and the offense continue to try to keep him alive, but they're losing games, nobody's going to talk about him at all.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.